Welcome once again to Wamba TV. Today we are excited to be having the one and only Big Sam. Big Sam is a radio personality, a TV personality, an events MC, an events organizer. So many things I can't explain what he is. Thank you for coming on the show, brother Big Sam.
Thank you for
and thank you for being in Vundivujo.
I'm here finally.
So introduce yourself. I might not have introduced you enough.
So, like, my name is simple. I'm Big Sam UG. Most of the people know me for what I do. I do radio, I do TV. I'm also an events host. But most importantly, I'm a child advocate. But I always worked hard to make sure that the rights of the children are protected and also are being considered.
Yeah, that's perfect. As an event host, as a radio personality, as a TV personality, you are a very, very big stakeholder in the entertainment industry in this region. As Big Sam, how can you describe the entertainment industry in this region?
Rwenzori.
Yeah.
As for now, I say we are getting there because way back in time, when I joined this industry, it wasn't like the way it is now because we had a lot of challenges. People never believed that we can even be as far as now. Some people, like who were in the industry by then, were not doing exactly what is supposed to be done for us to get there. But I love the fact that everyone has now known how to play with the game, how to roll the cards, and also how to interact with some other people that might help them in pushing this. Because at the end of the day, what matters is where are we heading.
Yeah.
So to me as a person, I see it growing steadily because back in the days we never had good producers, we never had good studios, we never had artists cross from Rwenzori region and they hire them to sing for audiences of different tribes, of different cultures, but now it's being done. So to me, I see it as a very big progress, and we are getting there.
Yeah, as a senior stakeholder into this industry, there has been a misunderstanding between the entertainment industry in Vundivujo as well as that one in Kasese.
Yes.
There has been a brawl between the two groups for the last few months. To you, as a senior entertainment commentator and a stakeholder, where is the problem?
I think to me, because I was personally there when the incident happened, and I think the miscoordination between the stage manager and of course the artist was very poor, which I think was the reason to why all that happened. But otherwise, me as a person, I really condemned it from the very first point. But then later, you understand that those are dynamics in the industry. And for any person who loves the industry, you can understand the fact that things happen.
Yeah.
Organizing a concert is not easy.
Yeah.
Organizing an event is not easy. Some people just see things happen and they don't know what
has happened
behind curtains. You understand?
Yeah.
So that must have been a mistake, but also we should understand that these things happen.
And mistakes are human.
Yeah. They have not only happened in Kasese, they have also happened elsewhere. And the artists have complained. Even non-artists, other performers have always complained about these things. So to me, it wasn't really a good thing. And I love the fact that whoever reacted about whatever happened during that day came to understand that these things happen, and now we came to normal. You understand? Otherwise, the way I saw Vundivujo entertainment industry reacting to the incident wasn't really appealing. And to me, who has been in the industry for long, I saw that could be something that might come up in the near future. But I am very happy that we understood each other. Hey, and let it go. I said now that has happened. Let us clear, every mess and move on.
Yeah, and Big Sam,
and even I see it has even strengthened the bond,
the relationship.
More.
Yeah.
You understand? Because ever since that incident, stakeholders started coming in to make sure at least there shouldn't be any kind of scuffle between the two parties.
And all these incidences.
And by the way, that is the exact reason why we are here today.
Actually, the Bible says there is time for everything, and as a believer, I have a belief that whatever happens for a reason.
Yeah.
Sometimes something that has happened may be negative to your thinking, but God has made something happen in such a manner so that it brings something a very bigger positive, a blessing in disguise.
Yes.
Yeah, and Big Sam, I've seen all these things that have happened between Kasese and individual. I've come to realize that it has been a cause of people who are not even artists, not artists themselves, and it sounds to me that the artists may not be having problems with each other, by the way.
Of course, they don't have any problem. And even managements do not have any problem with each other. Only that, fans always have sides.
Yeah.
One is for Titone, who say this and that and that, and then the other one is for Troublemaker, who say this and that and that and that. But at the end of the day, it goes back to now the artists.
Yeah.
What are they saying?
Yeah.
What have they agreed on? Is there any engagement after the incident? Yes. And that's what we value most. Otherwise, if you're not really stable enough, the fan out there might mislead you to do something that you are not supposed to even do. So these were fans that were reacting to an incident that happened, but in actual sense they never knew what happened behind curtains.
I understand. And the industry in Kasese is a bit more developed than the industry in Vundubujo, and it has been long. And the industry in Vundubujo is picking up.
Yes.
And for the artists that have risen up in Vundubujo and the artists that have been there in Kasese, which artists would you say, if there was to be a very perfect collabo between Kasese and Vundubujo, I would suggest that this artist in Kasese does it with this artist in Kasese and it will sound perfect.
Wow, we've had collaborations. So the latest collaboration we have, I think is for Fred Tiny and
Troublemaker, yeah.
And Troublemaker has even had a collaboration with Tony.
Yeah.
So to me, like, if I was to choose who does the next collaboration or the next move for a collaboration, I would love to see Bay Africana and let me see, Bay Africana and there is an artist in Kasese called Jolo.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if you've ever heard.
I've not heard of her, but
so he's
a lady.
He was formerly Trinoville, and then he rebelled to Jolo. Yes, I would love to see a collaboration of Jolo and Bay Africana.
Okay.
Because all our R&B artists, they sing well, they have voices, and I think they can create magic. To me.
And then, assuming if you receive a call right now from, let's say, the management of Diamond Platinums,
yes,
and they say they want to do a collab with one of the artists in the Rwenzori sub-region, and you just have 20 seconds to make a decision, who would that be?
Who would be Alex? Good of Alex. You know why? Because the magic in that, like all the dancers.
Yeah.
And I believe that if they work together, they can create something good for the viewers. You understand?
Good up is a very good
A
artist.
very good dancer, and Diamond Platinum is a very good dancer. You understand? You should remember the collaboration of Diamond Platinums and our very own Inos B.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what happened? You know the magic that was there.
It was very perfect.
You love the song, you love the everything that happened with the visuals before you even listen to what the song is talking about. So I believe if these two good dancers come on board to create something, it will really work well.
And I'm a very good fan of Kasese music, and I've been following this gentleman called Jason.
Jason.
He's a very talented artist.
Very.
As an entertainment analyst, how comes he's not as popular as he's supposed to be?
No, Jason. Jason's market. The local people at first never, I don't know, but they never impressed, the style of music he sings. But I am glad that the people have started understanding his music. You understand? He came with an urban touch that people were not used to. The same to Joro that I'm talking about. So it was really hard for people to accept that Jason can sing, good music. You understand? They knew the music was good, but it was hard for him to penetrate that local market. You understand? So just if you've been following him lately, now the music he sings, at least if you can go to a bar, everyone sings along.
I believe there is so much that needs to be done for him to get the appreciation that he deserves.
Yeah, he has not really gotten the appreciation he deserves, because just like I told you, it goes back to the other, like people never accepted his style of music from the first point.
Sometimes I think, is it because he sings in Uganda?
Not really, not that. People have moved away from that, kind of,
or maybe
kind of thinking.
It could not be a thinking, because now there is a way people would want to fall in love with music they can understand and they can relate to. So when somebody hears a song in Uganda, the first thing they think of is could be a Muganda, could be something like that.
So when Beta Poo releases a song and you fall in love with it, what language is he singing in?
So for me, I believe that maybe
not about the language. It is just about the delivery.
So it will need. I was watching some interview that Josh Teddy did. He was saying he has good music, but his kind of music is the kind of music that you won't fall in love with for the very first time you hear the song.
Yes.
You will have to listen to it like 3 times, 4 times, 5 times for you to fall in love with it. I think it's the same thing with Jason's
music. Can I surprise you? Now, those kinds of songs that you listen to and you don't love from the very first point are timeless songs.
Yeah.
If you
after years and years, you still fall in love.
Most of the songs that do not attract people's attention turn out to be good time and again.
I get that.
The time you get to fall in love with it, you will never get tired of it.
Yeah, because it's like with the just this music, you can listen to it when it's a very fresh song. You may just skip it.
Yes.
But when you give it time, you appreciate it.
Let me give you an example. If you listen to Jason's song, Sija, it has been there for years. But when you listen to it today, you feel like the song was released yesterday.
Yeah, true.
You understand?
After a year, after 2 years, after 3 years, after 5 years, it will still be a very good song.
You understand?
And for me, I think it's hard time people started appreciating him.
Yeah, now the community we are living in had not yet appreciated and embraced that kind of style. You understand? But now people have started, getting to learn on how to adapt to certain new style, the sounds, the production. You understand? Now that like the audience that we had time back is now fading away slowly by slowly. People have started knowing that now good music has to be appreciated. That's why you see Jason of 2 years back is not the Jason of now.
Yeah, so many things
You
have
understand?
happened. Yeah.
The Jason of 2 years now could not, it was hard for him to get a booking, even within his own vicinity.
Yeah.
But right now, you can't, stage an event somewhere, and then you want to put up a local artist or an artist from Rwenzori, and you fail really to approach Jason. He will still come on your mind and be like, but Jason has his people. Let me call him up.
So Sam, there have been very many collaborations between Rwenzori artists and the artists from other regions.
Yes.
One of them is the Reggie's song with the Hairy Baby.
Yes.
There is this one with there is this one for Good Hope with the John Black.
Yes.
There is this one with the Kanyere and that guy, I'm forgetting his name.
Kanyere and Aronex.
Yes. I think he's working on another collab or it's already out. Kanyere.
I think they will release it soon for Kanyere and Laika.
Exactly. It is so much that has happened in these few days, in these few months. What has been your best collaboration?
Music is business. Like you see, sometimes you don't have to follow your feelings. You have to see what has worked. I wouldn't love to answer the question of what has been your favorite, because I'm a public figure. Like I work for the people. It should really
send a bad signal.
It should not really bring out a good picture for me to start saying that this is my favorite, because all are good songs. But if you would maybe ask me what among them, or which among them has worked better than the other, then I'll tell you.
Which one is that?
First of all, we follow the traffic.
The
airplay, the club play. Are you being played in club? Are you getting enough airplay on radio and TV? How is your traffic online? Your fans or people out there on TikTok, making challenges for you. How many people are streaming your music within Uganda and the rest of the world? You understand? And when you combine all of them together, then you get to understand that this belongs here, that belongs there. So to me, basing on the traffic and statistics, Hairy Baby and Rage No Stress stands out.
And also maybe the reason could be, these Encore people, they love Reggie so much. I've been following this for some time. If you do a collab with Reggie, just be sure that if it's a good song, just be sure you have people who will promote it for you.
But can I tell you good news now? The most amazing thing about this thing is I don't know, but the most amazing thing is that not only Wanyankole picked up with the song. Actually, we might be having more challenges of Bakonjo singing along, No Stress, more than the Wanyankole.
True. That's true.
You understand? We might be having very many people, not Wanyankole, pushing that song. You understand? we might have maybe like 40% Anyankole pushing because there is a Ray G in that song, but most of the work has been done by our very own people.
Yeah, sure. And then I think Ray Jeezy, should I say, I don't know. I don't know what is with him.
That's Ray G and Banyankole. Ray G does not only have Banyankole as his audience.
Yeah, true.
He has other fans elsewhere.
Yeah, last time I was watching a live for after a very long time. Rema Namakula did a live recently, and he was asked by a fan whether she's willing to do a collab with Ray G.
Yes.
And I think there is so much in Ray G that so many people are saying.
Yes, very many people want to work with Ray G. And there is a time when Ray G put almost every central artist on pressure.
True. Recently, during the coffee marathon, Reggie's fans were shouting at Diamond Platnumz, you should do a collab with Ray G.
No, there is something that that is very unique about Ray G that other artists, even within Central Fear, you understand.
He has a very big audience,
and that's him. You understand. When it comes to his fan, then
they love him.
They love him to the moon. If you find a Ray G fan, it will be hard for you to misguide him or her to go and follow another artist and live with. Actually, Ray is one of the artists that have most die-hard fans in Uganda. You understand? Not only in Western Uganda, but in Uganda.
Yeah, because now that Omusheshe was an international hit.
So when such a person jump on your collaboration, what do you expect?
And
you expect something very massive coming out.
Which collab do you love to see between a Rwenzori artist and an artist outside the Rwenzori region?
Now, an artist outside the Rwenzori region, are you talking of Western Uganda or what?
It could be even Central, it could be Ankole, Kigezi, outside Rwenzori, but the other artist is from Rwenzori.
Okay, still, I would love to see a collaboration of Tony and Tony and Winnie Nwadi. They could also create some good magic.
That could be that will be a very
energy.
Yeah.
You understand. Tipton has a lot of words. Also, Winnie Nwadi has that the energy.
Yeah.
The vibe.
Yeah.
And then Tipton also has. I believe that if they was at a time hit studio together, create something. Every artist may not survive.
Tipton is very
talented guy.
And then this Kanyere lady is a very talented lady.
Let me tell you.
And she's
in the regions of Uganda, it's only Western Uganda on record that has the most talented people.
Yeah. You're very right.
I'm telling you that.
Yeah. And
go to East. You will count 1, 2, 3. You'll be done with them.
Yeah.
Go to North, still the same. You will not count up to 10. If I come to Western Uganda, man.
Yeah, there's
so 100, 1,000, countless.
There's so much
talented musicians.
There is so much talent here.
And maybe what I can tell people out there, this industry shouldn't always be counted on artists, on musicians rather. There are a lot of other sectors in the industry, like the DJing industry is also growing very, very, very big. The MCing industry, the events sector is also growing. So when we are talking about the entertainment industry, I believe it's an injustice for us to keep talking about artists every other time.
By the way, because
actually I was expecting EPC that would not even be about artists.
Yeah. Because
should be another topic about other sectors in the industry. Man, we have comedy. Comedy is still down. We talk about it, and the only way we can improve it is to actually address issues around it.
and for you have so much knowledge about all these things. So I thought that singing and dancing is I can say it's the face of the entertainment sector. So if that one can be done with, maybe we can sort the others.
And what really lifts my mind is that every time we sit on the table like this one, on a platform like this one, and we're talking about music.
So these other sectors have been just left.
Yeah, left behind, man. Yet they need to also be talked about.
Well, we'll talk about it. It looks like we don't even have comedians.
Yeah, we
in
have.
this region.
We have. Like, for example, in Kasese, we have so many comedians, and there is a platform that is going to start very soon. It's called the Rwenzori Comedy Store.
Okay.
Though there is a way they've gotten some kind of comedy store part of it from the other side, but it's strictly very different, and it's going to launch this very month. And Mount Rwenzori Comedy Store, and it will be bringing comedians together to perform along other sectors and make money.
No wonder Kasese has been setting trends in most of these entertainment things. But what is Fort in all this?
Fort Portal, the entertainment industry of Fort Portal is really lagging behind. I don't know what's wrong, because me, I know most of the entertainers in Toro region. They are my friends. But when when we talk about those things, we talk about them, and I don't know whether they stop at talking about them, and they don't put their words into action. They have they have the talent, they have the ideas, they have the resources, but I don't know.
For me, I think maybe the population within the Toro region doesn't support the local entertainment sector.
That sometimes it has let them down, that they have failed to embrace their local art, their local craft. You understand? But now you can't just let it go like that. It is you now to change the mindset of the people that what, you feel like our production is not good. Look at this. What is it?
Because in Kasese, in Kasese, I've seen very many artists, Good Hope, Tiptony, this Fred Taina have staged massive shows. But in Fort Portal, it's rare.
Have not come up to fight for themselves. When you have a product and no one doesn't want to sell it within your neighborhood, it is all about you to go back and strategize, what is missing. Now that the other person doesn't want, my tomatoes, what else can I do? You understand? Maybe let me be selling tomatoes and cabbage alongside. Maybe the other person may not want my tomatoes, but they want cabbage. And when they buy the cabbage, there maybe some balance might be left. And then be like, okay, now that you still have my balance, then also take these tomatoes. And when they take them home, they realize that whatever perspective they had about your tomatoes is wrong. And then they start, buying each and every time. So I personally believe that entertainers in Fort Portal have not done enough to sell their own product to the people, the people within their community, that their product is good.
They have very good
which they actually need to start now.
Sam, is there an MC you look up to?
Surprisingly, I left everything.
Hey, since when? I didn't know that.
I've been doing these things because sometimes, when we are working on radio, you're working on TV, people will always want to give you gigs, and also you'll find yourself in position to do that, even when you're not. Professionally, I've never chosen an MCing career.
Sure.
Never at all. The people that have used me at different events used me just because I'm a radio personality. They hear the voice on radio, they see the face on TV, and they want to use that brand. I don't know, to create an impact to whatever they are doing.
Yeah, when they announce and say Big Sam will be the official MC, and people will say.
I think the reason to why most people have always branded me as an MC because I do school events, and in most cases I am the MC of those events.
So which profession would you love to be described with as a you'd say, for me, much as I do radio, I do TV, but I love being called this.
Hey. Not really. Like I said before, professionally I'm a journalist. I work on radio, I work on TV. It's not offense to call me a journalist because that's my profession. I went and studied that course, and that's why I'm here. But then, I have the love for girl-child advocacy, so I feel like motivated, encouraged enough when someone calls me an advocate for a girl child.
Yes. What about the boy child?
And also boy child as well.
Yeah, I've been following you with this which organization is.
So you may to bring it well, you may call me a children's rights advocate.
That's a good thing. Thank you so much, Brother Sam, for accepting to speak to us.
The interview is done?
Yeah.
Can I tell you something?
Actually, that's what I want to say. I want to say just one last word to the people of Rwenzori and the country.
Thank you so much, guys, for always supporting, Rwenzori music, Western music, and Uganda at large. This is what we've been praying for every other time. Every other time. And when it comes to Rwenzori music, man, that's what I die for. You understand? So whenever I see every other person doing whatever they do, you're a blogger, you're a promoter, you're an events MC, you're a DJ, doing whatever you're doing to put a brick on the growth of Rwenzori music industry. Salute. And also maybe something that I may not leave behind as I also say bye to you. There is a campaign that I'm going to start very soon that I would love, and I implore everyone to jump on it. I've gone to schools, I've talked to teenagers, and we've shared a lot. I know the problems very well, and most especially when it comes to the less disadvantaged young girls in schools. They have a challenge of they have a challenge they face when it comes to their menstrual cycles. Their menstrual cycles are always challenging, and then when the menstrual period is coming, that's when they come to realize that it is not even. It is not even. Underline that word. It is not even near to them to think of going to school. Because these guys, they feel uncomfortable, they don't have the pads, sometimes the parents deny them, money to buy the pads, and you find, a double child, age 13, fail to go to school because they don't have a pad.
I find even if
a parent laughed at.
A parent doesn't even have money to buy a book. Now you say you should buy pads.
Definitely, most definitely. So, girl children are going through a lot when it comes to those teenage girls, especially from the less disadvantaged families. So there is a campaign that I'm going to start very soon, and we collecting 2,000 sanitary, reusable sanitary pads that I'll be taking to schools that I've gone to, because I have a lot of stories and on record. And I know if those sanitary pads are collected, they can really create a very big impact, because when you give, let's say, one child, a very young teenage girl, you give her a sanitary pad today that is reusable, that she is going to use for a year. That means all the challenges that come in within that kind of period, will be washed away. They'll not miss school, they'll not miss studies, they'll not feel uncomfortable again. You understand? So because there is that, there is always a provision that takes us to the best of it. So that's the campaign that I'm going to start very soon. So I implore everyone to jump on the campaign. Let's really support this year. If you have 1,000, if you have 500, your money is really valued enough. Please come on board. Let's support them. We are giving 2,000 sanitary pads to less disadvantaged girls that are in school, especially in secondary schools in Rwenzori.
That's very good, Sam. The viewers of Wamba TV, if you're watching this video, it's evidence that you're the target audience. You're the person we are speaking to. If you can raise 1,000 sanitary pads to children who are less privileged in villages,
500 or 200, and if you can be able to deliver the pads physical, that will be even more better.
It's a very perfect initiative. As people who are human enough, it's important that we all follow Big Sam and make this happen. You may not be doing it because you have so much money, but because you love to see a girl child not miss school because of just spirit. Thank you so much for being part of this amazing audience, and thank you, Big Sam, for accepting to speak to us. You're a very busy man. I thank you that
I'm glad to also be on Wamba TV. So please keep watching Wamba TV. What is that? Mutima
Gwehanga,
the heart of the nation. I know some Lucy, man. Heart of the nation.
Yeah, we are going to give you a wife.
It's okay, very. I'm single, man. I'm single.
Are you sure?
One. Yeah, I am.
Okay, thank you so much, Big Sam, for accepting to speak to us. You're a very busy man, I know, but you've spared some time to speak to us. We don't take that for granted, honestly. And I would love to. And
I'm so glad to be on Wamba TV.
And I'd love to meet you once again. You have so much knowledge with you.
When we meet again, we shall have an extensive interview about some of the things, very exclusive, so that we can tackle this, that, and that. I feel that I feel I have a lot to share that we've not shared today. Maybe if we shared that information, it would help some other person.
And
always watch.
You have so much knowledge, and you've been in the music industry. You've been literally, I would say, you've held this entertainment industry with your palms, and the fact that you have so much knowledge about the entertainment industry is not even surprising.
That's true.
So I would love to have another conversation with you, and another one, and another.
We shall. Honestly, we shall.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much.